We've been waiting weeks for a bloodbath down in Geelong.
I mean, it's nice to know, we're still on Bailey's mind. He's still thinking about us, even at another team, and it makes round 11 even more interesting, which I think we'll all be looking forward to.
Look, the rules of the game are, if you want to talk that talk, then you got to walk the walk. They're the rules of this thing. If you open that mouth, then you better start getting to work when it's time to show up. As a great Bailey Smith would say, you don't get that down in Ballarat, but you get two of these. You get two of them.
What have you got here?
Ollie Gill.
Is it Gill?
Ryan, you might actually know me. I'm the MC for St Kilda, and I believe you had to go with my appearance a couple of weeks.
Yes, you looked a bit shabby, but no, that's all right.
I look better tonight.
You look great tonight.
Good, thank you. Yeah!
All right, here we go. Friday, unpacking a wild Thursday night of football down in Geelong. That what we thought was a shithole, we've come back. One of us has been there and said, hey, don't think it's a shithole.
Far from.
Think I like this place. Looked very at home. You look like a proud dad in the rooms with Baz. Look like his brother. I know they have cows down there. Didn't realise we were having beef at the stadium. We had beef pre-game. In-game sort of, and then we had some just like a Wagyu prime cut after the game, which we had to wait for very late in the piece. I woke up this morning saying, hey, I think we've got some beef. I think we've got some eye fillets on the barbecue. So what? Ollie BT beef, which we'll unpack. I think we should unpack the beef in order.
Okay.
But you were there.
Nice.
Give us just a bird's eye view of how you felt down there. You loved it, obviously.
I'm so happy.
I've never seen you with a bigger smile.
Yeah.
You've come back from Geelong a new man.
I just feel, like, firstly, my facial hair's starting to grow back. So I'm feeling better about the camera angle. So that's positive. No, I just had, I've got like a few bones to pick. Obviously, it's never going to be a perfect night, but
Yeah, okay.
it was pretty good. So went down with my mate Jono, who you know, and we caught the train down and we had a few little drinks on the way, and that was good. Get there, someone goes, hey, you're clearly going to the footy. Don't get off at Geelong, get off at South Geelong. I went, thank you. Like, that's lovely.
Yeah.
So we got there really early. First of all, arrive, and I go, is that Catman? It's got to be Catman.
Oh, yes.
Like, it's got to be Catman, right? And I don't even know what their role would be, but like the MC for the concourse. Like, those guys who are like, hey, if you're collecting tickets, go to gate 13 for those. If you've got printed tickets, members around here. And then he just stops what he's saying halfway and go, also, I've just seen Catman has arrived. He is walking into gate 14 now. If you want a photo with Catman, go and do that. He's a proper celebrity.
I think he's a big dog down there.
Yeah, well, big cat.
Big cat, yeah.
So that was great. Tried everything on the menu. Very smart ploy by GMHBA. A couple of jam donuts. You want two? You have to buy four.
What do you mean?
That's.
If you just want two, you have to buy a pack of four.
You have to buy four.
So what if you want one? Pack of four?
I think you're gonna get four. I'm not joking. So like a bloke was like, I don't want that. Like I only wanted two. Do you boys want them?
Were you in the family and friends bit?
No, I was in a GA for that.
Yeah, right.
I found a good new tactic though. That this will be good for you. So, not being a wanker, but got a couple photos.
Here we go.
Right?
Quota?
Well and
5?
truly. No, more than that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Big dog.
But everyone kept kicking my drinks over. But everyone's so nice. They'll go, no, I will get you another one. And then Jono's there and he goes, I was having a CC too. So
he threw his order in.
we just kept coming back. People just keep, it was
Wow.
lovely. So just know that.
They're lovely people. It looked like a great, because it had all the hallmarks of a bloodbath. Like,
Yeah, but-
I tuned in going, so much blood will be spilled here.
Yes.
So that's what I thought would happen. And then we kind of got the opposite. And in the crowd, I was like, no, this is like a family show. We got people with cowbells there.
Yeah.
Catman's a celeb. Everyone's very polite and nice. We had people on Duolingo in the crowd. I got videos of people just doing some Duolingo, some spreadsheets and stuff. Like, very nice family energy.
The boos were loud though. I must admit for
Dogs fans
doggies.
Yeah, there was a lot of them.
And that was also my first time watching a game at the stadium. Now it's been completed. So I went down 2 years ago, watched
tough.
a couple games, and it was, I believe it's that now Joel Selwood stand. That was the one that was being built.
Yep.
And it was pretty grim. But now that it's done, it actually reminded me of what hopefully the Tassie Stadium will look like. It's kind of perfect. Like it's probably like no really bad seat in the house. Like it's just kind of nice and
It looks good on TV. Aesthetically, it looks
yeah,
pleasing.
it does look good.
Looks like a good ground. So it was. I mean, I'm glad you had the best time. We'll get to the beef at the end, the I-Fillets. But even before the game, we had Kane and Bevo. Did you see this unfolding in the flesh? Or
No,
not?
I didn't. And terrible reception.
Oh, really
So
bad.
I saw that you posted it, and I'm going, I'm desperate to know. And I saw afterwards,
Yeah.
but wild.
Wild. So Bevo walks past him. Now he's walking with security guards, which you'd probably have on you if you were down death row.
Sure.
Had a lot of
Yeah.
muscle around him. Walks past Kane. I don't know if Kane saw him coming, but Kane's turned around, awkward stare at each other, like a death stare. And Kane's gone, "G'day, Bevo." Allegedly. Now, did he say that? Who knows? But that's what he's come out and said. So he said, "G'day, Bevo." Bevo said, "You've got some fucking nerve, mate." Or something like that. We don't know either. Turned around, then awkwardly stood there. So let's unpack what they both said to each other or how they've come away from it, how they saw the situation.
Something to you and you try and say something back. Can you just talk us through that?
Yeah, look, there was a confrontation, there was some words spoken. He's combative and they do like to protect their clubs and their players. I don't have an issue with it. It's a big game of footy and clearly the relationship between myself and the Western Bulldogs isn't a strong one.
You've been banned from the rooms. You've targeted him in the past around his tenure and whether he's the right man for the job. You feel he went out of his way there?
Oh, not so much. I mean, it was an awkward situation because he was staring at me quite strongly and I didn't really know what to say, so I just said, "G'day, Bevo," and it wasn't received that well, as you can see there in the vision. And I would have liked to have gone on with the conversation and had it respectfully, but it wasn't the time or the place.
No, you wouldn't have, because Kane, he would have folded you.
Wasn't the time or the place to say hello. That's
Yeah.
where I didn't believe he said "G'day,
No,
Bevo," because it is the time and the place to say hello, right?
I think the time to say hello and the place would definitely be if the person's in front of you.
Correct.
For sure. That's probably the only place to have a hello,
Yes.
or on a phone. But just in that vision as well, like you see the vision of Kane and Bevo. Bevo turns around. In the background, you've got our friend.
I was going to say, I reckon that's underrated. He looked, because he takes his little
His
earpiece
piece out.
out. This is Nick Rayvold.
Nick, yep, love
And
him.
he looked pissed off.
He looked angry at Kane and said, "Kane, Kane, Kane."
Oh, you reckon that was
I
Kane?
think he said that. I think he's saying Kane, Kane, Kane. But also, just in that whole thing, wearing a turtleneck. No one's taking you seriously in a turtleneck.
I disagree. He looked like a James Bond villain.
Yeah, he
I
looked like he
into
was on a
it.
secret inside mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he did.
But Air Maxes on the bottom, which was interesting.
Yeah.
Like basketball shoes.
Just horrible all around. Anyway, then Bevo was asked about it
Bevo-
after the game.
Take us through the incident with Kane Corns pre-game.
Good, Mitch.
Especially how that unfolded.
What incident?
Lane,
Words with Kane, it looked like you got quite close.
You know.
he knew.
Ultimately, when we come in here, we talk about the game.
So angry
I
inside.
think
So angry.
That's probably all we're after, isn't it?
So angry.
If you're trying to drum up any controversy, I don't think there was any.
Don't say fuck.
So, I've really got nothing to say.
Don't say fuck.
Just the vision looks like
Here we go. Gonna kill Mitch.
walk past each other and you shared some words. So I know you've had in the past
Gonna kill him.
been strong against Kane and
Here we go.
you might have even been left out of your rooms. You've locked him out of your rooms.
Here we go. Mitch. Land it, Mitch.
Locked him out.
I know what you're trying to do, Mitch. You're not going to get me to bite. We've got nothing else?
Oh, Mitch. Congrats, Mitch. You're now banned from the rooms as well.
Yeah.
You get a ban, you get a ban, everyone gets a ban. Wow. So Bevo's like, yeah. Bevo, in that answer, we think we've seen a change in Bevo's demeanour and the way he talks this year. It was very much like I felt Bevo has taken a 6-month PR and anger management course. But on the inside, yes, he's answering very, calmly and respectfully. But inside, he's going, "I fucking will destroy you."
Helps when you're talking to someone like Mitch Cleary though. Like, if that was another journo, I reckon he would bite.
Tom Morris.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. I mean, old Bevo would have folded Kane and then suplexed Mitch Cleary.
That's correct.
That's what he
true.
would have done.
Yeah.
So, but he's moved on.
Yeah.
So that all happened before the game, and everyone's going, "This is wild." Absolutely wild. Those two would even try and get in a fight with each other at a family ground like this.
Yeah.
We've got Jam Donuts, we've got Cowboys, we've got Catman in Bay 14 taking photos. Family affair. We've got fights before the game's even started. And then we move into the game going, "Oh, that's right. We're about to set the temp in the bath, the bloodbath temp." And then nothing. It's like Bevo for sure said, just act like he doesn't exist.
Well, I did see a couple of times Baz tried to fist bump a few of the dogs. Just nothing. Smart, but then ultimately, got the 30 touches. So
Yeah.
I reckon we change that at some point and get stuck into him.
I reckon the tactic of maybe, he definitely did exist, having he had 33. So, but I thought there was going to be at least a push and shove, some words. Just blanked him. So I don't know if I like the tactic at all, because I think I was pushing the agenda of bloodbath a lot heavier than everyone else across the footy world.
Yes.
I think it was just me and my sick fetish of wanting to see Baz just get, and we love Baz, but get let's just pumped around the field, bashed, and then that didn't happen. I was like, oh, so now he's got a normal footy game in Geelong.
Yeah.
I expected that, but he went to town him.
Oh, yeah.
It did take me a little while to rewire the brain with the Guernseys.
Great point. I kept thinking White was Geelong.
Yeah.
And yeah, absolutely.
Now, I'm not the smartest tool in the atmosphere, but
hey, no. I'm looking at you now. Give yourself some credit.
But I'm thinking it took me a good half to be like, okay, cats who normally wear blue, white, and now wearing the blue. Dogs who normally wear the blue are wearing the white. That's going to take a little bit for me to figure out. So it took a long time just to rewire the brain in that capacity. But we got through that and pushed past it. And I think we all assumed that dogs would turn up and just play that hot potato football.
Yes.
Get it going. The Cats didn't allow it. They were so good of just stopping on the inside and flicking, from them flicking it from inside to outside the Dogs. They stopped that completely and turned it into a Cats game. So, and the Cats they're so clean going forward. I'm sure in the flesh, they just looked so skillful. Everything was precise. Out the back, for every goal they kicked was just, yep, we're picking cherries here.
Yeah.
Is there a cherry farm inside our forward 50? Because we're picking them.
Yep.
Just got them out the back completely. So, and then you had Cameron and Neil who combined for 11. Neil's the biggest guy in the world.
Mate.
He's a big boy. Big boy. He said he's 107 kegs.
Well, there you go.
Don't have the weights anymore. He's a big boy. Cameron is still so good.
Yeah.
The way he moves up and down the ground, got the license to literally go wherever he wants.
Well, he's also clearly got the license for, I don't know exactly what happened, but wasn't it, there was a 50-metre called. And he went, I'll take that shot. He was nowhere near it.
Yeah, excuse me, boys. I think
I was in the area.
Yeah.
No, I was
I'll have
definitely
that.
there. Yeah.
He's so funny. I don't know if Chris Scott has said this to him, but it's his game plan is, hey, Chris, I'm going to start forward.
Yes.
But you might find me in a back pocket stoppage.
No one knows.
So I hope that you're prepared for that. So I don't know where I'm going to go, where I'll be, what I'm doing, but you'll see me in a wing stoppage, spitting forward. And it's just that's Jez. He does what he wants.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I loved it. So they're a really, really good football team. I think we kind of knew that. I think the notion of us thinking that they're really old and slow, that's completely out the window.
Yeah.
They're really good. They're just precise and they're quick with the ball, and they're going to do some damage going forward.
And I think, there's so many great players to talk about, but, when we are talking about Bailey, I look at him and I go, it's been a long time since we've seen him in general, right? Let alone that, but playing in the midfield where he clearly belongs. His entry into forward 50, I don't know if we've got goal assists per se, but he set up nearly everything.
So many. Yeah.
That has completely rejuvenated the way they play their game.
100%. I think Baz has been good. I actually like that Baz has brought a bad boy attitude to the Cats.
Yeah.
I think it gives them a bit of an edge. I think that they'll probably play it down like we're not playing into it, but I think that Cats needed some bad boy in them.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel
give
like
them an edge.
every team needs
You need a bad boy.
someone
You
that'll
actually
get
do.
the job done.
You need a Francis Evans.
Yeah, it's well said.
It's just bad for the forward line boy. No, but he's given him an edge, like a real nasty streak.
Yep.
And a bit of attitude. I like that. So, he was unbelievable. What did he have? 33. He was so good. Holmes was good. His running goal was unbelievable. Everyone's saying goal of the year. Don't know about that. It was just a really good goal. So they're going to be a force to be reckoned with going forward, definitely for finals. No, I still really like the Dogs.
Yeah.
I still walked away going, love the Dogs. Their midfield's so scary. The Bont is in there now. He could definitely just move forward and be more damaging because that midfield is so set. Ed Richards is so good.
Yeah.
Got the reddest hair of all time,
Yes.
but just such a good footballer. Apparently he's the number 1 ranked footballer in the league in terms of all those champion data stats we don't get.
Yeah, right, okay.
I don't know what goes into it, but he's really, really good. And when Sam Darcy comes back...
Oh.
That was my shoe, by the way.
Well,
So when Sam Darcy comes back,
Yeah.
he's 3 weeks away from coming back?
What, to training or?
No, to games.
Are you for real?
So remember when we thought that he did his knee?
Yeah.
And we saw the vision of his dad down there, they're all crying, the family, and they're like, no, he's actually escaped ACL, but he's broken his leg or his knee. And then This is the story. And then they were like, oh, he's going to have surgery. He'll be back in like 3 months or something like that. Then his dad, Luke, is in a spin class. And in the spin class, he partners up or has his bike next to a guy and they strike up a conversation. The guy was like, oh, I know that your kid, Sam, hurt his knee. You won't believe this. I'm also a surgeon. I'd love to see more like the scans and stuff. Let's talk about it. So while the dogs have gone away and said, no, he definitely needs surgery, Luke's like, guys, before you set my son under the knife, I've been speaking to this guy in spin class, very hard class, sweating away, trying to have a conversation. It was horrible. Yeah. But he's also a surgeon. He said that my son doesn't need surgery. So they've gone down Luke's path where Sam doesn't need surgery at all and he's going to come back in like 3 weeks. What a wild sequence of events of thinking you're out for 12 months to, I'll see you in a month's time.
Look, we don't understand like that side of things at all. But in my head, that feels risky, right? Or,
Yeah, I mean... Normally,
you've got to assume people in the club know what they're talking about, right?
Well, normally when you get an injury, you just go by the club. Like you don't, I would never be like, "Hey, Dad, how's it going on the cars there?" I know you're a mechanic, but have you been in spin class lately? Yeah. No, but normally you just go off what the club tells you.
Yes.
So to go down another path and get a second opinion, maybe that's because there's never a second opinion in the club.
No.
Like if you've done your knee, you've done your knee. Like we will cut you up and see what's in there. And if we have to go in there and something's different, then we go, oh.
Well, I guess, but where my head went there is also like. Maybe, say with my ACL, if someone wanted to give me a second opinion...
Yours is fucked.
But someone might be like, don't worry about it. Like, we could probably just give you a bunch of exercises to make it a bit stronger. You'll never be, 18 again. But that's because I don't need to get back to, like, never worrying about it and playing, high...
You're good.
Professional sport.
True. You should get an opinion, though, on it.
I should get a few opinions,
definitely get a few opinions on it because sometimes your leg just gives way and you fall over.
Yes, I do that. Yes,
that's
correct.
really bad. It's embarrassing. But yeah, I still feel the same way the Dogs. I think they're really good. Sam Darcy will shore them up like when he comes back. He's a monster, so they'll be better for that. They played a good team down Geelong.
Yeah, just got to kick straight, though. That's it.
Kick straight. Yeah. Like they kicked, especially in that last score, I think they hit the post 5 times. Yeah. They kicked 17 behind, something like that. Yeah. Like they just peppered the goals and couldn't put them away. If they kicked 2 or 3 early in that last quarter, the momentum they had, like they're a runaway train when they get going. Like they're scary to stop and they're hard to stop. So if they kicked a few, I think they would have kept that going, got a win here. But good effort by them. Like there's nothing you take away from them by them going down there and doing what they did last night. They were really good. And also, I've always said, hard to beat 2 teams out there. Umpires. Free kick was like 26-14. Oh boy. I've always said it's hard to beat 2 teams out there as well. There's also that one with the Ollie Dempsey mark out of bounds.
I must admit, had a great view for that. Definitely out.
Yeah. I mean, I was on my couch and go, that's so out. Yeah. He's marked that with Catman.
Yeah.
That was that, but oh well, won't blame the umps for it. But they were really good. And then we moved to after the game. So I'm sitting here going, let's unpack what Turtlehead has to say here about the game and his guy that ran the dog over.
Yes.
Let's see what they have to say. So I'm listening. Then you text, say, guys, you won't believe this. I've just caught up with BT. And we go, oh, that's right. BT called you shabby.
Yes.
A couple of weeks ago about your MC presentation, looks-wise.
Yes.
And you go, you won't believe this. Me and BT, we've got it on.
Yeah.
We got some beef down here. And I've gone, oh, this is great. This will come on literally now if it's happened. Delayed.
Stitch up.
Delayed. So if you didn't see it and you haven't seen it on socials this morning, this is what went down. It's awesome.
Baz, hey, mate, that was... Who have you got here?
Ollie Gill. Is it Gill or Gill, mate?
Ryan, you might actually know me. I'm the MC for St Kilda, and I believe you had to go at my appearance a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, you looked a bit shabby, but no, that's all right.
I look better tonight.
You look great tonight.
Good, thank you, mate.
What, have you got scratches all over you, mate? What's going on?
A few hickeys, mate. I don't know, from the boys. Got me, so no good.
The hype of the game was a fantastic...
Wow, hit him.
Got him at the end, though.
Did you? At the end again?
No, well,
game of footy.
Sort of. I think he actually got me.
Okay.
Go
back on the mic. Oh, you go back on the mic. Here we go. Oh, my God.
People wearing the headbands. What did you make of that?
Well, I've got one on me, actually.
Well, put it on. Come on.
I know. I think it's in here somewhere. But it's good to see there's a couple of kids there. It's good. I love it.
It's good fun.
Wait
mate.
for
Good
this.
fun. But yeah, I'm just glad we got over the top somehow, so it's good.
Well done, mate.
Thanks, Bristol. Appreciate it, mate.
Baz, well done, mate. Thank you very much.
You shaking your head?
That St Kilda guy, yeah, he was the MC and he did look a bit shabby the other night, but anyway, that's all right.
Oh, got again. BT wouldn't let it die.
Well done, BT. Very brave to walk away and have the last say when I'm not even anywhere near the mic.
You coward. You coward. Take the mic away and start chatting. That was very Bevo, Kane, but at the end of the game, he's walking away chirping. So I will give you massive respect for
Thank you.
eyeballing him and hitting him between the eyes, because
Yeah.
other men and women probably would have let that slide.
Yes.
But you took the beef out.
No, I harbour things.
You would have been pretty anxious though.
Well, it's so funny because we were in the rooms very early, like first people in there, right? Set up a good spot,
Push some kids out the way.
push some kids out. Go, I know, Duncan family. I know you're here for a special night, but
They're behind you as well in it.
no, I don't know how many times we'll be down here, so we're making the most of it. And we see BT setting up, and I go, "Hey, Jono, like, what would I say?" And we go, "We know what you would hopefully say."
Yeah.
But then I tell you what, he does sneak up on you. Like, we were having a proper chat. I didn't see him, like, he
come up?
he sneaks in.
Yeah, right.
And then there is a moment where you go,
There we go.
"Oh my God,
Yeah, I got to say it.
what am I going to do? And then, not letting that one die.
No, you can't. And he knows. Now he knows.
Yeah,
You're
now
in
he
his head.
knows.
Now you're in his head. Yeah. So I reckon we find his address, and if he starts talking,
I don't
that's
know.
probably extreme.
That is probably extreme, but
Yeah,
it's
no, we
good.
wouldn't do
It's it was good to get him, and like wearing that. He was wearing a t-shirt.
It's better than a turtleneck.
Yeah, but you're having a go at me for my appearance and look like Tom Selleck.
True. I mean, yeah. The
Richard
turtleneck thing.
Gere.
Turtleneck one as well looked like he was ready to fucking work out where the bomb is at GMHB.
I liked it. No, I'm not going to be. I like.
Yeah,
I
but you
like
have
his
to because
fit.
you're associated and, we're getting sued, so we can't say anything too bad
No,
about
he looked
Turtlehead.
class, but it was a bloody good little experience and great rooms, really good rooms.
Really?
Yeah.
We've been down the stadium. It's a good stadium. We love it down there.
Oh, Cat Shop went off.
It is great. It's great. Let's do some stuff. So that's the game wrapped up there. Summary is Cat's good, dog's good.
Before we wrap up as well, missed my train on the way home.
Yeah, he said the timings aren't good.
Big issue there for Geelong. You got to fix that. Last train was at 11 o'clock. Game finished at what, 10:30?
Probably.
About that. Bit of room time.
We know.
And then it's at least a 10-minute walk, 10-15-minute walk to South Geelong Station. So that's to get an Uber back.
I think it's rough out there though.
But fix that.
I think,
Playing the dogs. People coming from Melbourne.
I get that there's families going up and down a train. I think my thinking with trains are that if it's probably after 11 p.m, your likelihood of getting shivved is like 75% or up.
Well, yes, but even more so if there are no trains, though. So I'm just standing in the car park.
Well, yeah, I mean, the likelihood of you standing in a car park with some dim lights, your likelihood of getting shivved is probably 98%.
Yes, so turn those lights up, get a few more trains running.
So you Uber back?
Yes.
Yeah, there's probably
quite expensive.
It's probably about 3% of getting shivved in an Uber.
Yeah, exactly. It goes down dramatically.
Yeah, it does. Big weekend of football, and again, obviously, we have some great markets on DDF Hub on Sportsbet. You can find it really easily up the top. You slide across. DDF Hub is there. The origin of this, everyone's going, how did you get them to give you markets every week? Well, it's actually a very funny story. Not really. It's a story. But we started this thing by me saying, I want to have a marker on when Nick Dacus take a contested mark. It just has to happen. Like, eventually he will take it. What odds would you give me, Sportsbet? And they said, we can give you some. Now, could we get that up? No, we couldn't. But Sportsbet trader Jacob has reached out and said, well, if you want to do some stuff every week, let's do some stuff. We'll come up with some markets on games, do some creative little combinations here. We'll get something up and going. So that's what we're doing every week. And if you do have something that you like and you want us to potentially put on DDF Hub on Sportsbet, we can definitely look at it and do it. That's what we do here at Sportsbet. So we've got some markets this week. Usually they go up on Thursday, but given that we were a bit late on this week, they're now there now. So we're looking at the same game multi for Blues and the Giants game. There's one there for the Saturday on the hub, and there's also one there again for the Saturday a bit later in the day for the Hawks and Lions game as well. So we've got two hub markets there. Send them in to us. We'll definitely get some more creative stuff up there. We can literally try and do anything. Like, we can. If you can think of it, we probably can do it, except for the Dacos contested mark. We can't do that. But outside of that, we can do it all. So go check it out. DDF Sportsbet Hub. It's on Sportsbet right now. Let's do some news. I don't know if you saw this. Can you look on... Oh, you don't have a run sheet in front of you because Sam took the screen. But there's this vision going around of Dwayne Russell,
Yes.
which I actually am a big fan of Dwayne. There's vision going around during the week of him... You know how he drinks like a shitload of milk and Coke and stuff during his calls?
No, I didn't know that.
No, he
Milk
drinks
and Coke.
He drinks 2 liters of milk during his radio crosses. I think it's Dwayne's World. So this video came out of him circling his paper. He's now opening a 2-liter pure milk, sipping it. He's also got a can of Coke beside him and a water. Then reaches through his pocket. What does he pull out? A knife. No, he pulls out a satchel of Nescafe Blend 43, the ones you get in your hotel room. Takes top off, squeezes it, puts it in the 2-litre milk, closes it, puts the lid back on, and then starts shaking it. So...
Hang on, so coffee...
coffee satchel, like 20 grams of coffee. The ones you get in the hotel room if you want instant coffee.
That's designed to dissolve with hot water.
He's put that in a 2-litre cold milk, then shaking it, and then started drinking it. He's murdered that. He's a murderer. Because that's a prison espresso.
That's get what you can.
That's get your coffee prison style. That's not a coffee. You've just done nothing. That you're drinking 2 litres of milk. That caffeine's not hitting you. It's dead caffeine. In cold milk? Wouldn't have thought. And found out his name's not even Dwayne. It's Shane.
Now, you do not change your name to Dwayne.
No.
You think that that's better.
Well, apparently the story is that his name, he was born as Shane, but his parents started calling him Dwayne when he was young. So they were like, actually, Dwayne's way better. We'll change your name to Dwayne. But on his birth certificate, it's still Shane. Shane's World.
That is bizarre.
It's bizarre.
Do you know what that feeling's like when you take a sip of your drink and you go, something's in there.
Yeah, that's it.
It's horrible. So you've got a litre of milk with that consistently. That would be
disgusting.
And then throwing a fizzy drink on top. My guts are sore just thinking about that.
I got a thing on milk. I don't know if you're a big milk drinker, but anyone who has like just a cold glass of milk, morning, lunchtime, nighttime, I go probably stabbed someone or killed someone for sure. Like, I'm not big on just milk by itself.
I quite like a few big gulps of milk from the carton in the night.
At all. In the night, wake up and go, you know what? That was a great sleep. It's 1 o'clock. Fuck, I'd love some milk.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
You're a murderer.
But I probably wouldn't go to the effort of pouring a glass of milk.
So you just got a milk drink bottle in the fridge ready to go at all times.
Like a little milk bottle.
That's wild behaviour to me.
I don't mind. Yeah, it's pretty refreshing.
I've got a lot of friends who love their milk. Like, we'll have a big glass of milk at night just to sit themselves to bed. I'm like, this is crazy work to me.
What don't you like about it? Just the viscosity?
Just the thought of being like, I would love a drink right now. Fuck it, have some milk. Like, don't you reckon? Yeah. Water, soft drink, sparkling water, tea, coffee. Nah, glass of milk.
Glass of milk.
Nah, no thanks. Ange.
Well
done.
Ange.
We love you. We love you. You're one of ours. Absolutely huge effort. We previewed this a little bit in the last step, how it's such a big game.
Yep.
Europa, them versus Manchester. Does it. Now, I heard the game was horrible.
It wasn't the best.
It wasn't the best. 1-0 win over them. And his quote of saying, what did he say? I don't usually win. I always win in my second year.
I'd like to change what I said. It's not usually, I always.
Yeah. Coldest quote of all time. Saying that and then doing it a few days after makes it so cold.
It is cold, except feels like not very ambitious. Like, I always win. In my second year, first year will be a bit shit. But in the second year, if you can hold on, I've definitely got it.
If I survive the 12 months, look out.
If you sack me before then, that's on you, because I promised the next year I've got you.
Let's see. So he's won that. Coldest quote of all time. Everyone's really happy, but I just know that in soccer fashion, from what I know about soccer, he's getting sacked for sure.
Yeah, he will. I think it's almost like best case. I honestly think it's best case scenario for him, because just for context, Tottenham it's their first trophy in 17 years, and I might be wrong here, but I think that trophy was not even the FA Cup. It could have been the FA Cup, could have been the League Cup. So they've not won a major trophy in a long, long time.
Yeah.
And they've been on a pretty heavy carousel of coaches trying to get some consistency, and there's not been too many coaches that have left Tottenham in a better spot than they came in. Like, they've had some really big names. Like, Jose Mourinho is a big one. He goes, I've felt a connection to every club I've managed at except for Tottenham.
That culture.
It really is. So when I heard he was going, I was like, awesome, Premier League team, that's great for Ange, but probably not the one I would have wanted for him, because it's going to end in tears. So I love the fact that he's the one that got them over the line to win them some silverware, and then we'll probably get sacked, or we'll have maybe like a smaller team offer, but a team that'll be like very, very happy to have him.
Okay.
You know, like he goes to a slightly smaller side that are like, no, you're our guy.
We'll stick with you.
You know.
What's a small side though? EPL still or not?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he'll still be in the EPL. You reckon?
Yeah. Oh, I definitely think he deserves that. But like, you know, let's just say, for example, I mean, Crystal Palace is a shit call because they just won the FA Cup. But like a team of that size, you know, like Everton maybe, or you know, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully he hangs around because he can obviously coach. Like he's a cold-hearted killer and winner. Like he knows how to coach for sure. So I love that he did that. I'm trying to get my soccer, but when I saw that an Aussie went over there and did that, and that was Ange has got some bad boy in him.
Oh, my word, he does.
He's a fucking coach.
Yeah.
He is genuinely a fucking coach. That's Winnie Michael. I know he's a big fan. Oh, he's worked with Vossi before.
What?
Yeah, like him and Vossi, good mates. Remember Vossi was over there at the preseason?
I remember Collingwood.
Nah, Vossi was there in the preseason this year.
That's
Vossi
right.
went to North London. Here we
That's
go.
right.
To spend the week with Australian manager and noted Carlton Dyhan. Oh, he's a diehard Carlton fan. And Postecoglou.
Get him in, because if you look at their record as well, yes, did technically, they're the worst finishing Premier League team outside the three that were relegated. But if you look at their goals for, they're right up there with like better than the top 4 or 5.
So they can score, just can't defend.
Correct.
Great.
So fuck a coach.
Yeah, I love a fuck coach. Electric Ash was like, with the quote, I usually don't win, I'd always win in my second year. Ash was like, Vossi's one is, I don't always win my first year, but I always get sacked in my 5th year. About Vossi. So Ash like that. If anyone else is out there,
Bit of a dig, yeah.
Bit of a dig. NBA playoffs is on.
Oh,
Indiana, your Timberwolves are in as well.
Yep.
Crazy scenes yesterday.
Yeah.
Halliburton hitting the choke celly.
Oh, against
Foot
the
of
Knicks.
line.
Unbelievable.
Went a bit early.
A
bit of pre-cum on it.
There was a little bit of PC, but they won it in the end. So.
Yeah, it made sense. If he had gone the choke and they'd lost, it'd been like, oh, you idiot. But this is the final series is now hitting up. We got rid of the fat. Now the good teams are there. Now we're doing some things. Got Knicks, Wolves and OKC.
Yep.
Today. That's big.
And
your
Pacers,
Wolves.
Knicks. Yeah. Oh, I tell you what, the dream scenario, I think for most, I might be wrong here, but I reckon Timberwolves, Knicks, for like considering, so in the off season, we traded Cat like outside of Ant, like he's been our man.
Yep.
And then they traded back Julius Randle and DiVincenzo. And like that would just be unbelievable.
Big great. We need that for the final.
Yeah.
For sure. Be absolute blockbuster box office. So I'm getting into it now. I'm really getting around. I think I'm gonna be on the Knicks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a
Lakers guy, but I think you need a team for the finals, like you just always do.
True. Keep in mind though, do you know where the Lakers come from?
LA.
No.
Where?
They were originally Minnesota, because Minnesota is the land of the 10,000 lakes. And so it was the Minneapolis Lakers. And then when they weren't getting huge attendance, the LA were like, we'll relocate from Minneapolis to LA.
There's people listening right now in their car at work that did not know that.
Yep.
So history lesson.
So if you are a Laker,
yeah, true.
You know, Timberwolves could be the direction, but
could be the team.
The Knicks fan base, by the way.
Man, that pedestrian, pedestrian sidewalk?
Yeah.
Bing bong.
Oh, yeah.
Like your life.
Yeah.
Those videos after games when they're outside Madison Square Garden, throwing trash at opposition.
The Pacers fan.
Just there screaming down a microphone like, fuck you, Indiana. Like all that stuff is
really,
wild.
when you look at like the post-game talk, like, you know, people chatting outside the MCG.
It means it's nothing on this.
It's just like...
This stuff, they're scared. They're next level, like jumping. Like every game after a win, it's like they've won the flag down Punt Road. Like it's or Swan Street.
I appreciate the energy, but it does get a bit
It's
much.
awesome. I love it. I always feel like this is the best thing ever. This story came out during the week as well. Before we wrap things up, we've got 2 more things to go through. This umpire, this fraud.
Yes.
Troy Pennell, who was accused of it is fraud. Mm-hmm. So working as an umpire in the AFL, Troy Pennell from 2014 to 2024, 10-year period. So he's an AFL umpire. A lot of his career was very clouded by this guy just loves one team when he umpires. The classic game where he was Bulldogs and Crows game. Mm-hmm. Gave the Bulldogs 17 free kicks. Crows got 1.
Okay,
whole game. So everyone's gone, dodge.
Yes.
Fraud. Bit weird. Fraud. How did you get 17 frees and the other team got 1? So everyone, that was one of his career moves that everyone's like. Then he leaves the AFL umpiring system. At the same time, because they're not full-time, should be, is working for, I think, a company called Anyway, some shipping container company. He's working there in accounts. He's given a license to, quote these shipping containers that come into the company. He's got like a $5,000 max limit he can do. So he goes, AFL umpiring, not making enough money, trying to fuck some games up, not making enough money. So I'm going to set up my own fake company outside of me working for my company now and pay myself all these fees for shipping container expenses. It's like $800 at a time, $900 at a time. Goes on for 10 years. Him paying himself at his job to his fake company. Adds up to $8.7 million
Wow.
of fraud. Gets done because the ATO goes, hey, we can see that you own this company. A lot of money's been paid into that, by the way. Just on that, you haven't registered for GST.
Yes.
So
And over $8 million.
$8 million. So then the ATO is on it. They obviously go to his company that he's working for, that he's making the payments from, to himself, and goes, hey, you've paid this company $9 million. Who are they? They're not registered for GST. Crazy work.
And now he's on the run?
So then he had a court hearing last Tuesday. Didn't show up. Could be anywhere.
Wow.
Fraud watch for sure.
It's
Troy
bizarre
Pennell.
when an actual fraud gets on Fraud Watch.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
This is generally like criminal fraud. And then Big Roosh come out and said, I want to go back to that, 2016 game. This guy might have cost us the flag.
I mean, that is, so 17?
In
17 to
2016.
what? But 17 to 1?
17 free kicks to 1. So Adelaide playing Adelaide. And he's like, hey, now I want to go back to that. It might have cost us a flag.
And I'm also assuming that's just the free kicks that he called, right? So that was that the free
I'd
kick
say
count
so,
for
yeah.
the game?
It
Or
says
like,
here, deals put in, Mr. Pennell gave 17 free kicks to 1 in a 2016 game at Dockland Stadium. Mark Shrew said it cost us a flag. So there's that. And it might have.
Might have.
Anyway, I tell you what else cost you. TDK. I know it's been bubbling away. $12.5 million over 7 years for Saints. $7.5 million over 7 years for the Blues. So it's round 11. Let's be honest. He's gone. Like, he's just gone. He's not hanging around. Which means that you guys have to start shuffling some dominoes around to work out how you're going to piece this thing together once you empty the war chest for him.
I've taken a cut.
Because you've expressed how you feel about that.
Yeah.
So everyone's taking a cut there to get TDK in. But then Royal Marshall's come out and said, well, if he's here, I'm bouncing. I want to be the number one guy. I'm not sharing the load.
He said that, has he?
Yeah, he's out. He has. He's the roundabouts. You see the article?
Uh-huh.
He's out. He's like, I'll go to Geelong. So now you've got to shift all your pieces around to make this work. I still stand by that it's crazy money and you guys are making a huge mistake. But I get you need to land a big fish and you have the money, so you need to spend it.
Yeah. I also just think that in a perfect world they play together for sure. But
he doesn't want to do that, man. I'm sorry. He doesn't want to do that. I'm so sorry. So I think it's great. He's just definitely going to go. He's definitely going to go. So we'll see. Let's check in our teams for the weekend here. So Blues, big changes. O'Farrell in, Fogarty, TDK, Akers, Doc in. Thank God for that. And then Holland's out, Silvani out, Pitnet, Evans, Boyd, all go out.
Okay, how do you feel about that?
I still feel extremely nervous that the Giants are right in the Toby Green 250 game thing, which he did send us a jumper here with a note, Toby. Dan, I know you have a soft spot for us and thought you may want to rep some merch of the game this weekend. I mean, he knows I won't rep this, but it's a threat already.
What is it? What does it say on the...
It says, don't see green, see red. Green 250 games. Like, he knows I won't wear that. So that's a taunt.
I'll probably wear that.
You can have it, for sure, because I can't wear that. I'll never wear that.
True.
So I feel okay. I feel nervous, but it is what it is. I can't control it now.
No. Well, it's out of your hands.
It is. How are you going about your Sunday graveyard shift? Feeling good? You got 7 ins. Oh, you've no outs yet. Oh, no, you do have outs.
We've got outs, but I think Naz is playing, though. You scared me early on in the week. You said that he's out, but I think he's in. Okay. Big one for me, obviously McRae being out. That's huge. That's not
big.
Ideal.
That's a lot of ball out.
I'm excited to see Henry back in. He came in for a little bit, wasn't great. I think he was subbed at halftime. Can't remember what game that was, but that offers a little bit. Who else is in?
You've got Isaac Keeler, Zach Jones, Hunter Clark.
Hunter Clark's, that's good.
Hasty, Boxall.
Yeah.
And Heath.
Yeah.
Max Heath, big boy.
So, young names, but they've all, when they've played, they've been pretty decent.
Young, dumb, full of fun, I say.
Yeah, you've always
said full of fun. All right. Hey, thanks for unpacking so much beef with us.
Yes.
On a Friday morning. Enjoy your weekend. Go forth, do footy with us, and we'll see you here on Monday to unpack it all.
Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.